You're very welcome back. Now, each week our hair expert Pamela Morrissey joins us, and many of you guys have sent in hair dilemmas and hair questions to her. And the first one we picked here, Pam, is about these Ionic brushes. So there's a lot of new technology when it comes to styling hair and avoiding that kind of direct heat.
Exactly. Dyson was the first one to bring it out, really, and you know, everything before that, it's an ionic technology. And what it is, Maura, is it's a charge of positive and negative energy, right? I'm not going to get too scientific about it because I'll be caught out in my findings. So usually with a straightening iron, for instance, it's usually a negative charge, right? Because it's just direct heat. And when you use a straightener, Maura, you put it onto the hair and, you know, it's closed heat, so the heat is trapped. So you're actually... Look, you can see here now, right? It's really working. It's really effective. But that's because the heat is so powerful. It has no other choice but to comply. This does work, but the hair has... there's a cost with the hair, you know. The hair does get damaged.
Yeah, so you need a lot of
so
like the heat,
exactly.
heat protectors and the whole lot. So then in this new ionic technology, the heat is distributed more evenly or what?
It
or how is
it's more evenly. So it's not... So the heat in this is kind of uncontrolled. This is an old-fashioned... Yeah, it's uncontrolled, so it's direct. It's going straight on. This is more balanced. So the heat with this is... The hair is taking only what it needs. This is sensing what the hair needs and it's straightening it accordingly, right? So it's giving it only what it needs. So what this does, and why I love this brush, right, is like I'm not mad about that poker straight look anymore, Maura. It's kind of gone. But with the straightener, you've no other choice but to go down that road. With this, you get to keep your volume and you get to keep that kind of natural fullness and almost even the natural wave. So what you do with this brush, again, now this ionic technology also comes in the form of an actual straightener. But the question today was about the brush, right? So you just place the hair in and you smooth it through, again, with your heat protector.
So that's almost like a straightener with a brush attached to it.
The straightening is in the brush. If you look here, the straighteners, this blue, it's in the brush.
So the tips of the brush are hot?
The tips of the brush are hot. The outside is regular and the tips are hot. What this is great for, right, is if your hair is fluffy but you don't want to lose the volume, you know, you're just brushing your hair. So you're smoothing
so you're getting rid of the frizz
out of it. Exactly. You're keeping the shape and the volume. And also it's great for turning under, getting shape. Whereas you can't do all that with the regular straightener because it's straight end off.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so you wouldn't use that on wet hair?
No, dry hair. And again, it's great for the fringe, getting a smooth fringe for those with a fluffy fringe, getting a smooth fringe but without flattening it or losing the volume the way. So to answer that lady's question, I think it was Anne that asked that question. This does work, Anne. It's a great, and it comes in many different prices. It's a great tool, and it's a great tool for those who aren't handy with their hair. It's just a hairbrush. It does a little bit of work for you, and it's gentle and effective.
So you could have your hair kind of dried itself naturally and then try and kind of style it with that. Okay, so that's the brush version. But what about all those other tools that you can interchangeable brushes?
So again, right, this is the other question that came in was a lady with shorter hair. She wanted to know, is there hot tools for shorter hair? Because she's having fierce trouble finding them. Because more all the hot tools that are advertised now that are out there, long hair is a huge trend on TikTok and online. So all the hot tools are directed mostly at long-haired people. So the short hair is losing out on the new technologies. But fret not, because the old technologies are still very effective.
This woman here, she says she's basically, her hair is thinning, and like some people are, you know, losing their hair for different reasons. They've gone through chemotherapy and their hair is coming back. So they might have very short hair for various reasons, cut and otherwise, yeah.
This is the old-fashioned technology then, right? So this is just a hot tool with air coming out of it, right?
So it's a brush?
It's a brush, yep, it's an old brush. This is around since the turn of time. This goes to hot and cool, right? And the way to use this, so it comes with 3 different attachments. This is the medium one. You push it right down into it. It's all very simple and basic. It's so light.
You see, that's fine when you're you, right? Because I find, you know what happens to me? I get my hair all caught up in those things.
Exactly.
Is there a way around that?
There is. I love that question because this is my favourite little hack, right? So we'll just knock herself down here.
You won't do that,
right? Not to try at home. So again, you put it up to a hot heat, right? And on dry hair again, Maura, you're going to roll it in. Let's say roll it in like this, and this is where you get caught and you'll get trapped.
Well, it's
here,
easier on
right?
short hair.
It is, right? But loosen it out a little bit, hold it up and twist. This goes for a hairbrush that gets trapped as well. Twist the tongs out of the hair like this, and it will it will naturally come out.
So you're almost using it as a curling tongs.
Exactly, but in the form of a brush, right? But I'll just go through that on my own hair again, even if it is a round brush, right?
Okay.
And if you get this caught in your own hair like this, right? And you pull it and you go, oh no, it's going nowhere. So turn it towards your head and just twist and pull. Even with a hairbrush, even with a child, now if you get a child's hair, twist and pull the whole way. Don't try and unravel it.
That's what
pull
happened
it
to me,
away
yeah,
and keep twisting like this, and that will twist that. But anyway,
And
this
those
you can
tools,
see here.
can you buy them cheaply? Because I mean, some of these other, the expensive ones are like €500.
That's right. So the Dyson goes right down from €500. This one here is about 120. This one is €20. You'll get this in a chemist anywhere. That's where I got this actually.
And you think they're a good idea to have in your arsenal? Because they've got other bits going on to them as well.
They do. So again, you take this one off, right, and this is a hairbrush. This is, again, the same technology as the Ionic brush now here, except this is, again, for your short-haired person, or this is great for giving volume. So it's just a regular vent brush, hot air coming out of it again. And what you're going to do is, what I do with short hair is I brush this up under it more like this. Put your hold product in, put your heat protector in, and put a hold product or a thickening product, and you brush up into the hair. Let's see now, have we got
ourselves... It's giving volume already, isn't it?
Yeah, so look, again, with the front of it, you're going to brush up into the hair, and it's smoothing. Do you know what it's like now? It's like as if you have a little mini hairdresser in your little mini brush doing all your work for you if you've got short hair, because short hair is hard to control, to be fair.
It is. I suppose when you have a style cut into it, you need to keep that shape.
That's right.
Pam, another question here. A person who got in touch with us, she said, my scalp is constantly itchy and tight. Wondering what shampoos would be good for an itchy scalp.
Yeah, and this person, Christine, I think she's tried a few different things, right? And she just can't seem to find. She thinks it's the shampoo, and it very well could be. Now, I will say to Christine, go to your doctor, get some blood tests. You could be allergic to something also.
Okay, so make sure you do that first.
Make sure you do that. But while you're doing that, right, the old reliable E45, right, it's a shampoo. There's nothing in it. It just literally cleanses the hair. It's very good for children. Now, it's not very luxurious, right, and it's not for, you don't get that lovely feeling in the hair. But how you do this, right, is with any shampoo for the scalp, keep it on the scalp only. Put the shampoo through the fingertips, onto the fingertips, and get it right through the scalp. Nice circular motions the whole way through the scalp. Let that sit, and then go for your regular shampoo. So this is a Kerastase one now, for instance. This gives lots of shine to blonde hair. So get that then, and put that through your hand, rub it through, and then pull that through the ends of your hair, coming downwards like this, right? So that way, your scalp is getting what it needs while you're waiting to find out what it is.
So what you're saying is, a shampoo like that, there'd be lots of others like that out on the market, which have just anything that can be abrasive in any way, and it's almost like what you'd use on a baby.
Exactly.
Or maybe in a health store or something like that.
Exactly.
On the thing.
On your scalp.
Yeah,
but
brilliant.
your hair doesn't suffer because you still get to use your luxurious shampoo.
Great.
But perfume is usually one of the reasons that the scalp gets very itchy. This is non-perfumed. So test that out, and that could be your answer to your scalp issues, but your hair doesn't have to suffer. The other thing is oil, actually, more a nice light oil. I've created my own oil. Any type of oil that's natural and organic onto the scalp. There's Camila Barrage oil, sits into the scalp. It's very soothing and anti-inflammatory.
Do we have a few shots here of people that you admire when it comes to...
We do. I was watching the SAG Awards the other night, and the hair is epic because it's very natural. The first one, I think, is a Jessica Chastain. Again, her hair is very natural. The Ionic brush there would be great for this look. Pulled through, it soothes it out. And the other one then is Kate Hudson. Her hair is quite short.
Yeah,
she was very cool looking as well.
She's actually very
but the hair was very healthy the other night. That's what I noticed, and that's what I loved.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Pam, thanks very much.
Pleasure.
And Pam is going to be back later. We're going to feature our hairstyle, of course, of the week. And if you have any questions for Pam, as always, email us today at rte.ie.